Oil production on Alpha Andromedae 2 is starting to become a problem which will require a visit to entirely new stars to fix. Probably. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Dyson Sphere Program in our Alpha Andromedae series. So, where are we at, is the question. We have a couple of issues that I'm trying to solve. The main issue is the one that I just mentioned. Let's go ahead, by the way, and build some additional oil extractors. I'm going to go ahead and build 6. I've got the resources I need for them. I'm probably not going to actually place 6, but I did spot last episode. There we go. I've already got a couple of seeps here. Spotted some crude oil seeps which I can exploit, and I definitely plan to do so. These are not the ones that I saw, but I am going to take a look at them nonetheless. I have some of these in my inventory, right? Yes, I do. Okay, here's these two, and ironically, despite being surrounded literally by solar production, not able to connect to the power link there. That's funny. Or rather, the power grid is the word I was looking for. Not as concerned about piling up oil as I am other resources. So these are not the only two I'm going to add. I'm going to go a little bit crazy. I want to make sure that I have a solid flow of oil, because that's not a resource that I want to be... Oh, look at this. I wasn't even expecting that, to be honest. That's not a resource that I want to be worried about. So there's a couple more things I'm going to do here. Let's see if I can place... Can I get away with... Alright. Looks like vertical construction is a thing. That's good. Yeah, perfect. Alright, so let's go ahead... Alright, so I can go ahead and improve the height of the labs in just a moment before I leave, which is going to be a wonderful thing to do before I step away from this system for a time. Okay, now... I'm just going to get this set up now. It's going to be glorious. So I know that some of the other oil production... Alright, is that mine fully built? Yes, it is. Is sitting on this... Oh, wow, that's going to get blocked. Okay. Is sitting basically amidst the equator and the equatorial belt. So I see... Is that one being mined? No, it isn't. That's fascinating. Hang on. That can definitely be set up. It's not a... This is not a particularly fast seep, but we can quickly link this into our existing apparatus without even feeling bad about it. There we go. And improve the problem that we're working on. Also, I need to build more splitters, apparently. Let's do one at a time, please. I'll do all 11 of those. So by the time I've solved this issue, at least until I have oil being imported from off-world, which will be happening soon-ish, we're going to look for an ocean planet for that purpose. Why? You'll see. You will freaking see, believe me. Okay, I will not have to do too much here. I can just bring it around like that. Oh wow, I've gone all the way around. Where the heck... Where are the seeps that I was looking at? Maybe they're not on the equator like I thought. No, they're right there. Oh, I'm I'm very close to them. Okay, cool. I didn't realize how close they were to my base. I was just looking strictly at, like, where they were. Oh, wait. No, wrong. Wrong. So, honestly, this is almost... This is an absurd thing at this point, because it would probably be more efficient for me to send the oil around the other direction. But I'm like, no! Let's send it around the long way. It's okay. It'll be fine. It will be fine. Alright, so there's one of them. And there, as I recall when I was looking at this, there were a couple close by. So what I'm going to do here is just... Yep. Hop right across. Man, I love the automatic placement of those arches. It is like one of the best changes they've made. Alright, and now let's take a look. Yeah, that one up here. I knew there was another one close by. Done. Done. Now, I don't think I can place a... Yeah, I'm going to have to do a little bit... Hang on. A little bit of finagling here, but it's doable. There we go. All right, so that should secure the planet's future in oil for the next little while. Yeah, that's a huge amount of oil making its way down the line, so that's going to get connected here. And I've already added several more. Yeah. So this will be fun to watch. Boom. Alright, so we have a solid flow coming in of that again. Does seem like refined oil is struggling a little bit still, which is interesting. I could upgrade these. What do I need to upgrade the labs again? Titanium glass. Well, that's easy. Let's go and get some of that, assuming there is some available, which there may not be. Yep, found some. Yeah, so I can actually empty this line of titanium glass. And then... There we go. That's only 4, but that's 4 more than I had a moment ago. Oh, and it's saying I don't... That's a lie. Hang on. So now I can make 7. Beautiful. Is it because I had the resources? I didn't have the resources necessary to make all of those quantum chips. But thankfully I've got a good backstock of those, which is actually good. Having a backstock of that resource, it's one of the most complex resources in the game. As I mentioned when I first started building it, the fact that we are sitting on so much is good news. Oh, I didn't finish upgrading this line. That's fascinating. But I'd rather get the plastic upgraded first. It's interesting that, I mean, in a way, it's possible that I might just be able to delete all of those down there. Yeah, that's quite possible. I just need more titanium glass. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time on this. I'm going to grab the titanium glass that I can. And then we're going to head back to Zeta RA and other systems. Maybe not even Zeta RA right away. It might just be a matter of looking for systems that are actually going to have the things I need the most. All right, let's empty this out. There we go. That's about as much as we got before. It's almost exactly as much as we got before, in fact. There we go. So let's just do what we can with that. It's not going to be a lot. The main way that I'm going to be able to improve the logistical health of everything at this point is to continue to bring in those special resources that I've been raving about forever now. So that's what I'm going to do. No. Didn't want to hit Y. Come on. There we go. So there's definitely an argument that I don't need this much plastic anymore. Also, these new storages have filled up already. Oh my god. That's so insane. So we still have just an absurd amount of energetic graphite that we're producing. This happens a lot with energetic graphite in particular. And what I need to do is I just need to be burning it at the end of the day. Or sending it to other planets to be burned. Also, let's take a look at that real quick, because I have two inputs here. Since this is full now, I'm going to reverse this situation. We're going to flip this belt's path and flip that belt's path. So this is going to be the input. And then here we'll have the outputs. Just to make sure that the export path is fully prepared. Okay. I have several interstellar logistic stations on me. I need to have... Hang on. This is relatively easily done in the grand scheme. Let me go ahead and replace some of these items so that I have room to do this. Perfect. I need to be mass producing these soon, I know. And then it looks like I need processors. I should already be mass producing them. I'm not. Okay, there's... I'm going to go ahead and harvest a couple of those from that delivery. It does seem like, oh wow, we're actually... Oh no, never mind. For a moment, maybe we were building up additional chips. Or processors. But no such luck. Nice. Now I can build 20. That's lovely to see. Certainly seeing more processors getting shipped in now. And maybe we are building up a bit of a backstock. That's good too. 10 more. 2 more. Yeah, it's really just processors at this point that are holding me down. So that's a really good sign that some of the things we've done in Alpha Andromedae 4, at least momentarily, are improving things. Remember that we still had an issue with the balance of iron ingots and magnets. And until I get some of the additional resources importing that I would like to import, that problem is not going to go away. So that's why I'm building so many transports. I want to be able to go to other planets and just set up copious amounts of these apparati, if I can say that, so that we can make progress on that front. Okay, let's go ahead and put the solar panels back. Let's put the titanium ingots back. Let's put the titanium alloy back. Let's put these back. Yeah, there's so much that I can use here. Oh yeah, that's right. We can also add to our labs. That's glorious. So those are now going to produce even faster than they have in the past. It does seem like the bottleneck is still the yellow cubes, interestingly enough. Green cubes are not even the bottleneck, which is, I mean, that's good. In some ways. Well, depends how you look at it, I guess. But I think the only reason yellow cubes are a bottleneck is we're still recovering from that titanium shortage. I mean, you can see the entire tower, with the exception of the very top link. Hang on, we literally have to hop up into the sky to see the contents of this. All right, so it is diamond at this point that is causing a bit of a choking point. So let's see how we can resolve that. We did set up an import line for diamond. So I might need to go... Was it Zeta Aurae? I think we had diamond set up in Zeta. All right. Oh my god, look at this. My hydrogen storage is almost completely empty. Oh no. We're going to need to start a lot more hydrogen importing. Am I even I don't think I'm importing my hydrogen at all yet, which that's going to be one heck of a solution right out of the gate. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Watch this. Yep. Yep. Okay. Well, that'll help somewhat. Before I go anywhere, let's get that solved. And there are additional planets that I can set up that are already producing hydrogen or can produce hydrogen. Yes, I am using a conveyor belt to do this. No, you cannot stop me. Let me see. What's the best way to do it? You know what? I think what I'll do is going to be a little bit crazy. Or a lot crazy, depending on your definition of crazy. But, watch this. We're going to have an elevated hydrogen line bringing in the imported hydrogen above the produced hydrogen. So that I can keep an eye on both. And then, see this... Oh my god, this is almost too beautiful to be true. Oh my god. Yes! Oh, it's so satisfying. Okay, so one way that we can ensure... Okay, yeah, I'm actually doing about as much as I can with this one. But that is a huge increase in the input of hydrogen there. So let's take a look. Let's finally do this. I do have some more research to queue up in just a moment. Oh, sorter cargo stacking is about to finish. That's going to be nice. Let's take a look at nearby systems. Zeta Array has... They do have fractal silicon on Zeta Array, which will be helpful. I might need to look into getting more kimberlite ore being processed there, but let's look at other systems nearby. Kiffa Borealis, for example, has optical grading crystal, and that's what we need. It has 8 million optical grading crystal, and it's close. Theta Hydri. Is there a system nearby that has both optical grading and spiniform stalagmite? Okay. So there is almost certainly an ocean planet in orbit of Leonis Minoris. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, because I can see water ocean, so that's very likely that we're going to be able to get some oil coming in from Leonis Minoris. Also, spiniform stalagmite is there too. Also, Cassora might have one too, but I'm hoping for a star that has both spiniform stalagmite and optical grading, and so far I'm not seeing it. If I keep looking around, though, I bet I can find it. God, look at that massive red giant. All right. What about Delta Vulpiculae? Merope? Nope. Nope. Doesn't have optical grading. All right, so it might be that this combination is actually somewhat hard to find. El Karadib. And hopefully I haven't just overlooked it. Which is certainly possible, to be honest. No optical grading there. So again, I want optical grading and spiniform stalagmite in one system. So far, no dice. There's optical grating, but not in large amounts. It's honestly surprising. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just go for now, because that's a ton of optical grating crystal on Kiffa Borealis. So I'm going to set an indicator there so that I know exactly where I'm going. I do normally like to look around for planets, but let's pay a visit to another star, shall we? It's only 2.2 light years away. It's probably, it might be the closest star to us. Yeah, it totally is. Kiffa Borealis is the closest star to us. So it won't take a lot of effort at all to get over there. You know what I should have checked, even before, you can see Zeta Ari in the distance there. Even before making the jump, what I should have done is like accelerate up to full speed and see how long it would take to travel to Kiffa Borealis at 2,000 meters per second, just sublight. Probably wouldn't take that long. So that research that just finished while we were doing that is a huge win, because that is... Alright, let's go ahead and drop out of warp. That is a huge win, because that gives us additional stacking capability on all of our sorter Mark IIIs. Alright, so we have optical grain crystal on Kiffa Borealis 1, which is an ice-filled gelisol. So it's really not a lot going on here. Frozen Tundra planet has... Ooh, this is the one. And there's kimberlite ore here too. So we have Kiffa Borealis 3, which is... I don't think we've been to a frozen tundra planet yet, have we? Let's look. Before we actually see it, I want to know. Alpha Andromeda, ice-filled gelisol, and ashen gelisol. Yeah, frozen tundra. I don't know that I've visited a frozen tundra planet before. Oh, by the way, I said that I would do this in the next episode, and I didn't do it last one, but I'll do it this one. Athenon, buddy, and anyone else who wants to know how to do this. You don't have to go... I don't mean to direct this tip specifically at Athenon, but I was telling him in his stream how to do this, and it wasn't clear in chat while he was playing. But this is a good tip for those of you who are like using this as a way to get the indicator set up. If you're actually looking around and you want to set an indicator somewhere, so you hit the tab key to pull up your cursor, right? Hit it again, it goes away. Hit the tab key, pull up your cursor, point to literally any star. See those two little buttons there? Those are in fact buttons. You can pin items so that they stay, you can permanently pin them, you can make sure they're never pinned, or you can make it automatic like that. And you can toggle the destination on and off as much as you want. So that's a pretty handy way to do that using just your cursor. All right, so where is that? Come on. Where's Kiffa Borealis 2? There it is. That looks oddly similar to our home gas giant. Let's warp over there, shall we? Oh yeah, I think Alpha Andromedae 3 is a frozen tundra planet, because this looks very familiar. Okay, so let's take a look at our situation here. Wind energy is going to be the name of the game on a frozen tundra planet. So let's go ahead and get that ready. And we have a blueprint, I believe, for making this nice and simple. So let's set up an equatorial turbine row. And I'm going to do what I did before, because it was satisfying to see. And this time I'm going to try not to misclick as many times. The nice thing about this type of planet is there will naturally be fewer obstructions. And then we'll just need to walk the equator so that the construction bots can get this set up. So far I haven't had a single obstruction. I haven't had to hit Shift-Enter once. I stand corrected. Jinxed it. Okay. The wind is far and away the best way to get power on this planet, so we will use it. Okay, that sound... I heard that and I was like, that means that I've made it all the way around. Because you only hear that sound when the construction drones are in range. So now let's just walk the equator. Power-wise, oh yeah, you can see it skyrocketing already. Beautiful piano in this track. I love it. Never gets old. Now, technically, this is not like a solar equatorial belt. And the reason is wind power works regardless of whether it's day or night. So, you know, you just saw me go past that optical grading crystal deposit a moment ago. I totally could have just stopped and gone ahead and set up my export apparatus and then continue to build these afterward, because the power that I'm getting is probably sufficient for that already. It's going to be soon, at least, or now it definitely is. So we're going to have over 100 megawatts on this planet. And I think one thing I'm going to do here, just for additional power, and I should have done this immediately, to tell you the truth. On some of these worlds that I set up, I definitely need to be pulling energetic graphite from Alpha Andromedae 2. Because there's so much. Oh, look at that gas giant just rising in the distance. I love it. All right, so we've made it all the way around. So now what I'm going to do... Yeah, so we're at 116 megawatts. Which is phenomenal. Okay, here's our first deposit. We're just going to set up camp right near this. Now the question is, if I set these to import, will there be enough? There are. You see that? It was enough to bring in those resources immediately. I freaking love it. Okay. So this is going to be a remote supply for optical grading crystal. Although, I mean, yeah, I do need to import it to Alpha Andromedae 2 because it's going to allow me to build the things I need to build. But one of the things I need it for, I should already have the resources for the most part. I do. Ooh, okay. Hang on. This is going to be great. This is going to be so great. Holy crap. We're going to have the next level miner set up for this in just a moment, but in order to do it, I need to mine 40 of it. Now, see, that's going to take a while. All right, so we got that optical grading crystal. Looks like the warpers have arrived. I'm literally going to use this to help me mine faster, and then we're going to replace it with a more advanced machine. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. There we go. All right. Oh my god. Finally. I love these so much. It's interesting that it slows down as it fills up. Did you catch that? It's definitely slowing down as it fills up. Alright, so I can probably build a few more of those, to be honest. Because it's optical grading crystal that's required for the production of these. And so, as I'm bringing in 40 optical grading crystal, I have the ability to start building these advanced mines. And they're so much better in so many ways that you are going to see very, 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 very soon. Okay, so now I'm actually short on things that are a little bit harder to keep stocked. Uh-oh, hang on. Why is that happening? That should not have happened. Okay. So let me delete you, and I'm going to have to pick that up in just a moment, but... Oh, look at that. It's covering so many of them. I love these mines so much. All right, let's delete that. Distribution range level 5. So we will be able to choose some new technologies at the beginning of the next episode. Too close to another logistics station. Is that so? All right, so let's build it like right here-ish. And then we'll place you there so that you're powered. And I should be able to just pick you up. Nope, can't. Now I can. Beautiful. So the amazing thing about these is that, first of all, you can change the gathering speed up to 200 or 300% as long as there's power to support it. And they leave, as far as I'm aware here, hang on, let's see if there's information on this, because I think they leave... Maybe they don't leave the production facility stacked. So maybe I was getting a little bit too excited. But still, the fact that you can speed these up automatically is fantastic. All right, so we are now exporting optical grading crystal from this world. We have more than enough. I also want to go ahead and get energetic graphite importing. This will help resolve the shortage, or the overage, I should say. And what I really need to do is have it burning here. So I'm going to go ahead and set that up. Do I have the resources to produce these? I do. Perfect. So it'll take a second for all of those to build. And we can use the additional power to like increase the rate at which I'm bringing in optical grading crystal. But optical grading crystal, if it's not very clear why I'm so excited about this particular tech, this particular good, optical grading crystal is going to help us with a number of things. First of all, it'll help us produce Casimir crystals much more effectively. It will no longer require, Casimir crystals will no longer require titanium crystals, which have been a draw on titanium. But on top of that, we will be able to produce photon combiners without using prisms, which will help with our glass consumption. And we will also, there's one more, I think, I recall. Or maybe it's just the miners that I was also excited about. So it's those two things primarily. Yeah, it's the photon combiners primarily that I'm most excited about. But then, in the coming episodes, we're going to be able to go find unipolar magnets, which will allow us to start building particle containers without graphite or electromagnetic turbines. So again, these are all things that are contributing to the resource drain on Alpha Andromedae 4. I've been talking about how getting these resources will help us not have to micromanage that planet so much. This is exactly why. And once we have unipolar magnets, keep in mind we can also upgrade to plane smelters from arc smelters, which produce twice as fast. They have a much higher power draw. It looks like the power draw is 4 times the power draw. Holy crap. Yeah, it's 4 times the power draw. But they produce twice as fast, which is a win. And there are lots of situations where I can probably import this good here. I can import electromagnetic, or rather, energetic graphite in order to burn through some of this stuff. So, tell you what, let's go ahead and build just like right there. Before I end this episode, I'm going to go ahead and get this set up. All right, so now I can just copy that bunches and bunches of times. And this power is not necessarily going to be used for anything. It could be, but it's not guaranteed that it will be used. The main thing is just that we need to have buildings set up that are burning this resource. What's the deal with... Apparently I ran out of those in my inventory. Problem solved. Okay. That's enough for now. And now we're going to be producing a ton more power than we need. But what I can do with that is I can ensure that we have a massive... What? You see that spike there? We have a massive amount of optical rate. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it just flowing out. And then look at this. Look at how fast it's filling up. Now, granted, we're not sending this back home yet, but that'll really make sure that this planet, as long as this deposit is active, which at this rate, we're going to burn through it fast, But as long as this deposit is active, I will have the optical grading crystal coming in from this planet, which will help us with all those things I just mentioned. For now, I'm going to stop this episode, though, because I have some other things to record aside from this today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at noon U.S. Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.